The election is over and black men have spoken. Many black men have decided to take their vote from the liberal Democratic Party to the conservative Republican Party. And it's only going to get worse. Black men were finally able to show the Democratic Party how important their vote was. And it doesn't seem that they're going back anytime soon. But the question remains, what's next for black men? Black men across social media discuss their anger towards the Democratic Party and Kamala Harris as a candidate.
Well, I don't know about everybody else, but this is one black man that's definitely gonna vote for Trump. Got no choice. Biden is leaving the borders wide open. He took over $11 million from special interests, AIPAC. He ain't doing nothing for the black community. So I'm gonna take a chance and vote for Trump. Peace and God bless.
And to be honest, it was true. I also have those same sentiments for many years about the Democratic Party. But now that Trump has won, what is really next for us? And see, this is one of the problems with black male voters. Don't get me wrong. It wouldn't even matter if it was Kamala Harris that won. It would just be more anger, more frustration until 2028. And then what you would see is black men gearing up to try to help get her out of office by 2028. But Trump won. So black men are in celebration mode. I mean, those that voted for Trump, they're in celebration. Many of us are trolling, making memes. I mean, you see the memes I'm making on the community tab. And it's fun because so many of these liberals are crashing out.
I'm sorry. No. Why? Why? Do you really hate me that bad?
But let's get back to the point. What's next for us? And this is where it gets scary. You see, black men are like the tigers in the jungle. They're powerful. They're strong. They're the most athletic. They're machines that are strong as a tiger. But the problem with the tiger is it hunts alone. It gets together with a female or a male tiger to create the cubs. But after that, the tiger goes out on its own. And the tiger doesn't have any community. Lions are different. They're not as powerful as tigers, but they're strong and they can hunt in groups. And that community of lions is what kills people in the jungle. They run the jungle because of that. But just because Trump won the election, black men are still individualistic. Don't get me wrong, black men can come together on a short-term basis to do many things, like vote out people. They can get together and roast. They can get together and go to the strip club. Booty clapping sounds. We can get together and rap, and in some cases get together and shoot gunshots. But black men have a hard time coming together and building. And see, this is the issue that black men don't want to face or black men don't want to talk about, because Trump won and then we had a victory for those of us who voted for him, and we're living off that victory thinking that things are going to get better for us. Things may get a little better for us, but the truth is this: if black men don't work together, things will never get better for you. And that's the issue. Now we understand that we have a voting bloc, but there is a lot of work that we have to do amongst black men. And that's a problem that we have never been able to really achieve in the last 50 to 60 years. Many of us don't even see the real value in working with black men or supporting black men in business or supporting each other's talents. That's not the Democratic Party's fault, nor is it the Republicans' fault. Every group understands the power of the people in their community. I'm gonna make a video about Elon Musk very soon, but I want to point this out. Elon Musk is the world's richest man. And when Donald Trump wanted to get into the election, it was difficult for Donald Trump to get funding in comparisons to what Kamala Harris was getting. Also, Donald Trump had been kicked off so many of the platforms. He was banned from Facebook. He was banned from, at that particular time, Twitter. And so it would be hard for Donald Trump to really get an election because, hey, he can't use social media. Then look at all of the things against Donald Trump at the time. You know, he had all of these charges. He had 34 felonies against him. Donald Trump was almost as dead as a doorknob going back into bankruptcy. But then there was Elon Musk. Elon Musk said, "Don't worry, Donald. I'm gonna buy Twitter. I'm gonna change to X. And the first move that I'm gonna do is to unban you and make you a person on Twitter again." And guess what? Twitter and also small social media sites like Rumble helped propel Donald Trump to a victory. Now, this is what white men do when they have value in each other. Now, I understand that you believe that, well, I don't have the kind of money that Elon Musk has, and that's an issue. And I get it. You may not have the money that Elon Musk has, or you may not have the wealth. But we're talking about the mentality. Once Elon Musk did that, Elon Musk's wealth went to $20 billion. Now, Elon Musk might hit $1 trillion by the time Donald Trump leaves the office, and he's set for life. I mean, probably as the richest person in the world until he dies. And that is because Elon Musk saw the value in Donald Trump, not only as a politician, but as a white man. And see, this is the issue that we have. I've been living overseas for quite a while, brothers. And I've seen different groups of men and how they move. I've seen Indian men here in Uganda. They're the minority, but they own 70% of the economy. I see these guys helping each other all the time. That was the case when I was in Ukraine. I was there for some time, and I saw a lot of Turkish men there. They have a company there called LifeCell. It was the third biggest company as far as a mobile phone carrier, and Turkish men help each other a lot. Then I see a lot of Lebanese when I was in Nigeria. I've seen a lot of these men that come together to pull their men up. And black men don't understand, but if you don't pull your men up, you're not going to really change as far as your status in America. You will be a voting bloc, but you won't have power. You see, a lot of these other groups like women and black women, they'll still have Ebony, and they'll still have Essence, and they'll still have Black Girls Rocks, and they'll still have, situations in which they can get money. There's still going to be Goldman Sachs, which is going to basically give $10 billion to black women to start businesses. These things are still going to happen because Agenda 2030, which is heavily directed towards women, is going to continue to happen. It's not going to matter that Donald Trump is in power. I'm in Uganda, and almost everything now is catered towards women. You go to banks, and they're not saying, hey, thank you, men customers. It's like, no, we welcome women businesses here. We welcome women customers. So you're seeing a change here in Africa. And for a group of men that are already at the bottom that people don't want to really adhere to, and if you don't invest in yourself, well, you're not going to get the investment, black man. You have to understand that. You are not going to get any investment. You're not going to really get it from Donald Trump. You're not going to get it from the Democrats. So the investment has to come into your own, which then requires the intellectual investment of you to solve problems in your black male community. Let me give you an example. I've been in this business for almost a decade, and there are three people that have really helped change the course of where my career is. One is Dima, the other one is Satati in Kenya, but one of the key people that really helped change my career is SPK Lifestyle. And SPK Lifestyle was a subscriber. He taught himself how to edit. And then by the time of 2021, he moved to Uganda. And, I don't know how much money and how much better I've been as a content creator simply because I met SPK. I got the Kangana Repat podcast. He built the template for that. He built the template for my fair use reactions. And there's so many things that he does for me all the time. But this was a brother that, hey, I was like, look, let me, give him the opportunity. And then he gave me the opportunity. The same thing came with Kevin Samuels. When I discovered Kevin Samuels, it was a guy that had 12,000 subscribers. And I happened to meet him in 2017 on a live stream. And from there on, I started working with him. My studio was even editing some of his videos. We did it for free. Want to know what? Kevin Samuels became way bigger and way greater than me. And in 2021 was my best financial year I've ever had, simply because he blew up. I was able to help get my mom a house based on Kevin Samuels. And that was because of the talent that he had, and he gave back to me because of the investment I did with him. And this is the same thing that black men just don't get it. We won't have a hard time still investing in each other and investing in each other's talents. And so we believe that because Donald Trump won, things are going to change for us. And things can change for you, but we have to make that investment. The Democratic Party or the Republican Party, they're not going to take us seriously if we don't have things in line that make us move and that bring in money, that we can support their campaigns and we can support their issues. Look at Joe Rogan for an example. Joe Rogan was able to bring in Donald Trump on the podcast, okay? Now, we don't have a black community podcast in America that could host a presidential candidate to say, hey, you know what? These are our needs. So what are you going to do for us? I pray and hope that when I come back to America, that's something that I will do. But it's a big opportunity for us nonetheless. We don't have black male meetups and a lot of things that really encourage investing or doing business with each other that other people can see. And if you start winning, people will start taking you seriously. Just like TikTok as an app. I used to think it was a joke. Nobody cared about TikTok. But guess what? Your boy is on TikTok. Not really for my page, but if you look at the Pan-African Dating Show, I have like 700,000 followers on TikTok. And it works, so everybody goes to what works. And black men have not shown with each other that what they do together works. And that mentality is this: angry music.
I ain't working with that jigger. I don't care nothing about him. I'm out here for myself. Shoot, Trump won. I'm going back and doing what I'm doing. Go buy me some more Jordans and jewelry.
And see, there you go. You're falling back into that same mentality. And most of you as black men don't really work with each other. We don't really invest with each other. We don't want to pull each other up because we have a crab in the barrel mentality. So if you don't fix that, you're just not gonna be able to do what the gays can do, or what the Jews can do, or what the Asians can do, or what the Muslims can do. And that is a problem that nor Democrats nor Republicans can solve. That's only the problem that black men can solve. So we know how to vent our frustrations. We know how to talk about what we don't like. But outside of that, it's just hard working with black men. Outside of getting past that first layer, okay, me and you hate the same thing, so we're friends. And then after that, you don't have anything in common, so then the relationships fall apart. Then you go back to being individualistic. I go to my corner, you go to your corner, and then the other group still come in and beat us because they are more together. Black men have to find a way to be more unified and to do more sacrifice and to work together and to actually have the same goals. Otherwise, this Trump victory will be null and void towards African American men. So guys, what do you think? It's your boy O'Shea Duke Jackson back at it again with another episode of The Celebrity Junk. I appreciate you for all that you do. Subscribe to the bell. We're out.